Hello. In day 6, we are going to learn the commands like 2D shapes. In 2D shape, we have the different shapes like line, rectangle, circle, like that. Let's learn these commands now. To get the shapes, just after the geometry option, we have the shapes. Click over that, and then here we have the spline, nerve curves, and then compound shape, like that. Let's learn with the splines now. In the splines we have the different shapes, that are the 2D shapes. For that I just keep the view in front or top. I click over the top and then click on the line 1. As like AutoCAD, you can draw the line. Before that you have to select the method, creation method, that is the initial type and then dragging type. So I just keep the initial type as corner, and even you can drag it as a corner. Means I click it here and then I'm just moving or dragging. But even when I'm drawing the line by dragging, I'm getting the sharp line. I'm not getting any smooth. Along with the move, I'm just dragging the line by holding the mouse, but I am getting the straight line because of the initial type and then drag type is corner, corner. Next, switch into the corner and then Bezier. Now I am clicking the first point and then dragging. To drag, just hold it and then I am just changing the path. Here I am getting the smoothness because of the Bezier property, and then again you click it. So in order to get the initial, that is the corner, and again you just hold it, the left portion of the mouse, to get the bend or smooth curve like this. So this is how you can operate with the corner and then Bezier dragging type. Come out by pressing escape or right click. Again click on the line option. So we are getting the different colors for the line, that is because of the line color we have. Click over that, and if you want to change the colors for each time, then you can say assign random colors, or else you can go and set as a one color. You can change it depending on the requirement, and then I say OK. Next one is smooth. Initial type is also smooth, and then corner or dragging type is corner. Then you can get a smoothness here in the initial itself. Also while dragging you will get the corner. You can see here, to drag it you will get the corner. Then next again I am switching to the smooth and smooth. Initial also smooth and then dragging also smooth. To operate this freely, you will just draw like this. So this is how you have to draw the 2D line shape. Next, in order to modify this, in order to get the edit tools for the particular shape, you just select the line, which one you want, and then go to the modify option. So we have the line option, expand it. So once you expand, you will get the more options like vertex, segment, and then spline. Vertex are nothing but these are the points. You just select like this. This is how we can select only the vertex. If I select the whole spline or line, I can able to select only the points or vertexes. If I go with the segment, means you can select any segment between the two vertexes like this. And then if I want to select the whole spline, then you can go with the spline and then select it like this. Next we have the rendering option. Expand that option and then click on the enable in the render and then enable in the viewport, so that you will get some thickness. Have a look in the perspective view. So this is how you get the thickness to that spline. Then you can increase or change the parameters of that thickness like this. This is how you can change thickness. And then sides, if I increase the sides, then I get the extra smooth to that spline. And then angle, you can change little, that is the bending angle. So like this way you can do the creation. Next I am just making it off enable render option. Again you will get the 2D shape like this. Select it by using the spline option. Next one is interpolation. If you increase this interpolation, then you will get the more smoothness, so that you are adding the vertices or lines to that. You can see here, I just go to the top option. Again if I go with the line command, that is corner I take, and before that interpolation I keep 1, and then if I draw like this, go with modify and then segment. So you can modify the segment like this. In order to add number of segments to make it smooth, I am just going with the interpolation and then adding. When I move it, or right click and then apply the Bezier amount to it. So if I am adding the segment means, here you can see how the line is become smooth like this. Interpolations are nothing but you can add the number of segments or then increase the number of segments like this. And now if I want to apply the smoothness or fillet to this, make sure you are selecting the vertices. You can select one vertices or two vertices depending on the requirement. And then next, just scroll down to get the modification options. That is, we have is fillet and then chamfer. In order to apply the fillet and chamfer to these vertices, you just smooth it like this. So this is because of the interpolation. To get the extra smoothness, you just increase the number of steps, see, and then come to the fillet amount. Along with that you can increase the, select the vertices and then increase the fillet amount. So like this way you can apply the fillet to the vertices. Again I am selecting the vertices. Again I am selecting the vertex and then apply the chamfer amount to it to make it sharp like this. So this is how you apply the fillet and chamfer. So this is, you can able to see only for the vertices. If you select the segment option, that is any segment option, then you don't get the fillet and then chamfer option. You can delete that segment also like this. So the properties or modifications are different for the vertex and then segment. You can edit depending on the requirement. Then if I click on the spline, then I will get the modifications for the whole spline. That is, you can delete the whole spline like this, and I just do Ctrl Z. Again I just go with the line command. You can go with the any other method and then draw the particular shape. In order to get the line straight, you just press shift button to get the straight line like this. Hold the shift button to get the straight line. Now even you can end up here itself. For that, escape or right click, and then again I just draw the same thing. To get the straight line I am pressing shift, and now this time if I close it to the first point, then I will get the notification that do you want to close the spline? Yes. I just show you what properties we are getting for this. Select this line, go to the modification and expand it, and if we select the spline option, that is the whole spline, come down here, we don't get any outline option to give the offset amount because the spline is not closed. Same way, if I select this line, come out first, select this one, expand it, select the whole spline. So as the spline is closed, so that's why we get the outline option, so that we can double it. So here we have the outline. So you can give the wall thickness to it depending on the requirement. So this is how you can outline. As I told you, the properties are going to differ depending on the whether I am selecting the vertex or segment or spline. Just like a line command, we have the rectangle. Click on the rectangle. In the initial itself, if you say rendering enable is on, then you get the 3D rectangle like this. You can see. I'm just going with the 3D now. So this is how you get the rectangle. Make it off to get the 2D rectangle. Again I am going to the top and then draw it like this. And then go to the modification option. You can change the color of the rectangle and then parameters, just check it. Enable in the render, we already learnt it. Interpolation. So in order to get the smoothness, you just increase the interpolation. Then next you can change the length and then width. We have the corner radius, so you can increase. As I am increasing, but the amount is little vary because of the interpolation. Along with this, you just increase the interpolation and also just have the look here to get the smoothness to the corner. So like this way you can change the parameter of the rectangle. But as like a line, this is not converted as a vertex, segment and spline. In order to edit this, we have to apply the one more property, that is convert to poly. For that you can right click and you can say convert to poly and then editable poly. So that now this rectangle has divided into subdivisions like vertices and then segment and then spline. As like a line command, you can apply the modifications, but make sure you converted this rectangle as a convert to editable poly. We can see it later in detail that how the editable poly or spline will help us. And then you can do the modifications according to the requirement. Even you can do the outline like this, double it depending on the requirement, outside or inside. And the next I am selecting the vertex, means I am getting the fillet and then chamfer. Select the number of required vertex. Even you can change the width and then length by clicking vertexes here. And then you can increase the fillet amount like this. Here you can see. And then you can make it chamfer. Make sure your interpolation option is on. So select the spline to select the whole part and then you can outline it as I already told you. Next shape is circle. Click the circle and then this is also same rendering one, and then interpolation, number of segments, and then creation method. You want to start it from the edge or center, that is center, and then drag it to give the radius. And then edge means you can start it from the edge, that is tangent point or perimeter point like this, and then you can increase the radius of the circle. This is also same, we don't have any extra commands to edit it. We have to right click and then say convert to editable spline. Then next we get the vertexes. We change it like this. See, this is how you can change the parameter like this way. Spline or segment you can change however you want. While doing the swimming pool, you can use this. Spline means whole spline, and then just come down to apply the extra parameters like outline, that is double. When I click on the vertex, then I will get the fillet and then chamfer to get the extra smooth, and then sharpen edges. Next, arc. Draw the arc, first and then second point. So first and second, and then radius or bending in which direction you want. Go to the modify option, and then rendering we know, interpolation we know, and then you can change the radius of that, and then from means where you want to end, means you can decide the angle of that arc. And then 2 means from the first point you can change. Same thing, you can go to the convert to spline in order to modify it. Then next go to the ellipse option, first and second. This is the major axis, or else first you just drag it and just leave it. Go to the modify, and then rendering interpolation parameters are same. Change the length according to the requirement, and then width. We have the outline option to make it double like this. In order to create plant boundary, then you can use this, or else you can go with the swimming pool shape. Next one is donut, center, radius, inner and outer radius. Do with the same rendering interpolation, and then parameters like radius 1 and then radius 2. Convert to spline to get the more editing tools. Next one is neon, that is hexagon, pentagon like this. Rendering interpolations are the same. Radius how much you want. Inscribed or circumscribed you can decide. Inscribed means you will get the polygon within the circle. Circumscribed means you will get the circle within the polygon. You can decrease or increase the number of segments like this to convert it into circle, and then decrease it into polygon. Next, corner radius you can apply, that you get the smoothness to the each corner. And then circular, or else even you can go with the sides, or directly you can click on the circular to get the circle. Next one is text. Type the text in 2D and then just place it. Later on we can convert this into 3D by using the extra modify options. The next star, center and then radius, and then radius 2 like this. You can create the 3D murals or wall frames like this, and then radius 1, depending on requirement or your idea, your creation, you can do it. Radius 2, points, how many points you want, and then distortion, just tilting like this, and then fillet radius to get the smoothness to the corner, and the next fillet radius 2, that is fillet amount for the ending line like this. So you can use it to create the 3D murals. And now this is in 2D. To get it in 3D, click on the rendering, enable it. Let's have a look in 3D, a perspective. So this is how you can use it. Like this. Again I am clicking on the top. Next one is helix, center, radius, and then just making it off. This one, rendering option, enable, disable it. Come to 3D. So this is the helix we have. To do the modification, click on the modify option, and then thickness, if you go with the rendering option. Parameters like radius, initial radius, and then end radius. Next, height, how much you want to keep depending on the requirement. Turns, how many turns you want within that particular height, and then bias, that is the distance from the top and then bottom. So convert this into 3D so that you can use it for the lighting purpose or zoomer purpose. Next, egg shape we have. We already converted this by using circle vertices modification. By default we have a egg shape. I'm just of this. This is the egg shape. go to the modification, and then parameters like length, width, outline, make it off, and then thickness, and then angle to tilt it. Next one is section. We have a section. Go to modify and then do the length and then width. Next one is freehand. You can draw the shape freehandly like this. Normally we don't use this. So this is how you work with the 2D shape and then modifications. So implementation we can see it later in the future class. In next video we learn the other commands. Thank you.